Even if you've played on chess.com for years, it's unlikely you will have explored every corner of this enormous chess website. So in this video, I'm going to provide 10 more hidden features of chess.com. Some of these features are just for fun, some of them are useful for improving your chess, and I think you'll enjoy all of them. My name's Nathan Rose, I'm the author of Chess Opening Names. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I do all kinds of great content on chess, so by subscribing you won't miss out on any of the videos that I've got coming up. Let's get into the list, starting with number 1, free courses. Now this is a pretty recent addition to the chess.com site, and it may have passed a lot of people by. These free courses are different from lessons, which is another point of confusion. So let's show where to get the courses. You go over to the dumbbell icon and click on courses. Now this is linked up to Chessable, which is also now owned by chess.com. And you can get some of these for free. Go over to all courses and then tick the free checkbox. And there we go. There's a number of courses here completely for free. You don't even need a gold membership or a diamond membership or anything like that. So plenty of content here. Many of them have got videos attached to them as well. If you're just starting out and looking for something to begin with, then depending on your level, choose either the beginner, intermediate or advanced starter kit. Number 2, odds chess. So let's go over to where you select to play online. And you may know already that you can play variants by clicking on custom challenge, and then where it says standard, you can choose from the drop down different variants such as chess 960, bug house. But this one, custom position and odds, is very useful if you've got a friend, let's say, who is much stronger than you or much weaker than you, and you can click here where it says auto balance. Again, go to the drop down and go select from list. And you can choose from a number of different positions where it provides a material imbalance. So if you're just a small amount better or worse than your friend, then you could click on, for example, missing the h2 pawn. So you're just down one pawn to begin the game. Or if you're much better than your friend or much worse than your friend, then you might want to give you or your friend an extra piece or even an extra queen. You can choose here, for example, missing queen. So if you can beat your friend even without a queen to start the game, well, that's one way to rub it in, isn't it? But it does provide a better balance if there is a big skill gap between the two. Number 3 is endgame drills. A lot of people neglect the endgame, but it is one of the best ways to train if you want to improve your chess. So if the endgame is a weakness for you, go over to, again, this dumbbell icon and click on endgames. Now from here, you'll have different endgame situations, including checkmates, but depending on your level, you might want to choose something like this. This is a bit more advanced. Can you win with the white pieces with this advantage? You can also try and draw a position, right? This position here, this looks quite tricky actually for white to be able to draw. So against the engine on its maximum difficulty, can you draw this endgame? There's actually a second place where you can train endgames, by the way. Again, within this dumbbell icon, go into practice and click on drills. And then there's a couple of endgame options here as well. Endgame fundamentals, for example. Like if you're more of a beginner and you need to learn this winning endgame for white, then set the engine to maximum, give yourself the white pieces, and see if you can do it. And if you can't, then you can review the game afterwards, either with a human coach or with the help of chess.com's analysis engine, and you can see where you went wrong. Number 4, insights. Now, many people watching this won't have seen this feature before, but even if you have, I think many players on chess.com underuse this great feature. So let's go check it out. It lives under the dumbbell icon, and then next to the light bulb we've got insights. So click there, and this provides a summary of all sorts of aspects of your play all in one place for you to analyze. You can choose the date range you'd like to look at, which time control you want to focus on, whether you want to see rated games, unrated games, or both. And there's a lot on this page, and I'd encourage you to explore it on your own. But I just want to highlight a couple of features here. As we scroll down, we can see eventually the section where it shows your performance split out by different openings. This is especially useful if you're an intermediate player or an advanced player and you want to understand which openings you're struggling the most with. So you can see here, for instance, I'm not doing so well with the Sicilian defense, and that's an indication that either I need to work harder at that opening or consider a change in my repertoire. Very helpful to know that. And as we scroll down even further, we can see tactics. So you can see, do you miss or find forks? Do you miss or find pins? And then you can even click here to show all of the positions which you found or missed. So you can study them, you can perhaps see whether that was due to a lack of vision, or maybe you were in time trouble, or what the situation was there that caused you to miss the tactical opportunities which were on offer. Really helpful. Speaking of tactics, that leads me on to the fifth hidden feature, which is faster Puzzle Rush. Now, Puzzle Rush, in case you're not aware, allows you to train tactics with an emphasis on speed. The tactics start very simple and they become progressively harder, and the goal is to beat your high score in a set period of time. This is very good for improving performance under time pressure, and also if you want to boost your rating in blitz or bullet chess. If you want to access Puzzle Rush, go over to the puzzle icon and select Puzzle Rush. But the thing I wanted to show wasn't how to access Puzzle Rush or say that Puzzle Rush was somehow a hidden feature, but instead I wanted to show you a way to beat your high score by making the pieces move more quickly. I just want you to pay attention to how quickly the pieces move, particularly the opponent's pieces in each position. Okay, so they're moving reasonably decent in pace, but I think they could move faster, it's fair to say, right? So contrast what you've just seen with what happens when I go to settings and I change the piece animations to none. So there's going to be no animation now, and the pieces are going to move much more quickly. And this is going to allow you to solve the puzzles much more quickly. So it's going to make the old way of playing Puzzle Rush feel very pedestrian by contrast when the pieces move as quickly as they do here. Yeah, enable this. Beat your old high score and solve more puzzles in a shorter space of time. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do me a quick favor and drop a like down below. It'll help this video reach a greater audience. And with that, let's get back to more hidden features. Number 6 is Auto Queen. When you get a pawn to the back rank and you get the choice of whether you'd like to promote to a rook or a bishop or a knight or a queen, well, you almost always want a queen, right? But that moment where you have to select which of the pieces you want to promote to is valuable time, particularly in bullet chess or in blitz chess. So if you'd rather just have the pawn promote to a queen without needing to make that selection, here's how to do it. On the main page, go to the gear icon in the bottom left, click on All Settings, and under Gameplay, you'll see Always Promote to a Queen. Select that, and then that's what will happen. By the way, if you find yourself in the middle of the game where you need to temporarily turn that off, like if you just find yourself needing a knight, for example, instead of a queen, then you can hold down the Alt key, and that will temporarily turn off the Auto Queen function and make the selection box appear once more. While we're on the screen within Settings and Gameplay, it's a good time to talk about the 7th hidden feature, which is the low time warning. If you're caught up in your game, you might not be paying enough attention to the clock. So for some people, they like to get an extra notification that time is running low, which sounds like this. So to enable that extra little reminder that you're running short on time, scroll down and click low time warning. And then every game you play, that sound will play just to let you know that time is running out and you need to hurry. Feature number 8 is assistance when playing against the computer-enabled Chess.com coach. To play a game against the coach, hover over the white pawn on the left and then click Play Coach. Now you're going to be pitted against Coach David, or whichever one of the coach avatars you selected. You can choose whether you want to play white or black or have it randomized, and you can also choose which difficulty you want to go with. So once you've done that and you've clicked play, the game will begin.
Good luck, have fun, and let's try to learn something.
Now the way that you can learn something from these games against the coach often is by doing things which you are not allowed to do when you're playing against another human. You can take moves back, and you can also enable these extra hidden analysis features, which are quite hard to find, under this settings gear right here. Click that, and that's going to allow you to turn on the evaluation bar, or turn on move feedback, or turn on suggestion arrows, or turn on threat arrows, or turn on all of them if you'd like to. Once you've done that, let's just turn on suggestion arrows and evaluation bar and click save. Then you're going to have the strongest computer engine's assistance and guidance while you're playing against Coach David, which is a lower level of the computer, and you're going to perhaps be able to get hints in positions where you're stuck. You're going to be able to see when and how the evaluation bar is moving, and it can actually lead to a more instructive experience than if you were to play on your own. I'm going to demonstrate the next two hidden features during a live game. Now, during the first video I did on hidden features on chess.com, which I'll link up to above, I shared that if you press the F key, then that's going to do a table slam. But there's an extra feature, and that's number 9 on this list. The extra feature is if you hover over a piece and push T, then that's going to throw that piece right off the board. It'll be replaced again, of course. It's not going to show your opponent that you've done that or notify them or anything. It's really just for your own stress relief, enjoyment. Just hover over any piece and press T, and off it goes, off the board. And then finally we come to number 10, and that is the three-dimensional board. So if you hover over the settings and you go to pieces, you can choose a 3D board. Click save, and the view is totally different, much more similar to what you get in an over-the-board situation. Now, it's true that many people find the transition from online chess where the board is two-dimensional to a real-life board where you're seeing it in 3D to be difficult, and this can help ease the transition. I have to say, I do find myself that this is quite hard to do when I'm playing online. You're so used to playing blitz chess with a 2D board that switching to this view can be hard at first, but hey, if it's good for your over-the-board chess, then go ahead and give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please show your appreciation by giving it a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this one. And if you haven't already, check out the first video I did of the first 10 hidden features of chess.com. Until next time then, I'm Nathan Rose. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.